L33, don't forget to T, that's me. That's me. That's me. That's me. Hey, what's up, world? It's your boy Gamer Lee here. Just hitting y'all up, man. Checking in with y'all, letting y'all know that I got that work. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't talking about drug paraphernalia. Nah, man, I'm talking about real, legitimate work. I've been unemployed since like February. Not having that extra money was hitting me and my family really hard, man. But when I tell y'all some mountains have been moved, some big changes have been made that's gonna change me and my family and just a lot of people's lives, man. I found a good gig, good work, and the whole story about how I got the gig was just crazy. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm at the point in my life where I'm not looking just for jobs, I'm looking for careers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm almost 30, so I'm not looking just to run up in places, anybody who willing to hire me. Like, I'm real particular about who I work for. So, you know, I've been online putting in like 8 apps a day, you know, Monster, Craigslist, LinkedIn, Dice, you know, all that. So, you know, I had interviews with places like Cisco and stuff like that. Nothing just fell through, man. But there was this one guy who hit me up. You know, he was like, hey man, I got this position, you look good for, you know, send me your resume, let me take a look at it. So I shoot some over the resume and everything, and he comes back and he's like, oh, okay, yeah, your resume looks good, I'm gonna shoot it over to our partners, you know, I'm gonna put you in for this amount, and you know, we just gonna see what happens. And I'm like, man, that's a lot of money. And I was looking at the job description, I was like, man, I don't even really qualify for some of this stuff. Like, I know how to do some of it, but not enough to make the type of money he was telling me about, right? So, you know, again, I didn't really think I would qualify for everything. So, you know, I shot it over, but I wasn't really looking too much into it or whatnot. So, of course, I'm still doing my thing, shooting over resumes to other people and stuff, man. And the guy hits me back, he's like, yo, got you an interview. It's gonna be over the phone. It's gonna be like 30 minutes. You know, if you got time, let me know what works for you. And I'm like, cool, I'm ready. Whenever, anytime, shoot me the info, I'm ready. So I'm in the interview, the phone interview, right? And then I'm answering the questions. You know, we meshing real well, but I just feel like, you know, I don't have that feeling. You know, I know how to job interview. I've hired people. You know, I've done supervisory positions, so I know how interviews are supposed to go and how the flow is supposed to be. And that flow just wasn't really there. You know what I'm saying? It was like I was answering the questions good and everything, but that flow just wasn't there. So I was a little bit discouraged. I was like, man, you know, it was a good interview, but it could have been better. So the recruiter hits me back and he's like, hey man, and I'm like, hey, you got good news for me, man? And he's like, not yet. They're gonna give us a call in about 10 minutes. They're gonna let us know how it is, and you know, they're gonna let us know if you got the position or not. So be by your phone. I'm gonna give you a call back in 10 minutes and I'm gonna let you know how it go. And I'm like, man, he just called me. I'm thinking like, yo, because I know he's supposed to be giving me a call back about the job. So I'm thinking like, okay, it's either yeah or nay. I'm getting myself pumped up and I'm ready, like, okay. And then he's like, let me call you back in 10 minutes. I'm like, man, I gotta wait another 10 minutes. So he hits me back and my heart's just beating out of my chest, because I know like this is it, man. It's either a yay or it's a nay. So I answer the phone. I'm like, hello. He's like, hey man, you ready to work for? I'm like, yo, I got the gig, man. That's crazy, man. I was like, thank you, man. Thank you for you know sending my resume over and all this stuff. And you know, we just kind of chopping it up and celebrating and stuff like that. And then, you know, I'm wrapping the call up thinking like, okay, that's it. And he's like, nah, hold on real quick. You know, I talked to the recruiters and I was able to get you a $2 pay raise. And I'm like, oh, like, yo, when I tell you the money was so different from my last job to this job, like it's literally tens of thousands of dollars difference, man. Like it is literally gonna change me and my family's life forever, man. And just to see that, you know, even from where it was before to this $2 raise, like that is such a big increase. Like my mind just could not handle it, man. So he ends up telling me like, hey, I'm gonna shoot you an email, you know, send me your updated address because we think we have your old one on file. So I'm like, cool, man, I'm gonna shoot it over to you. So we hang up the phone and, you know, I'm calling people, letting them know like, man, I got this job, whoop-de-woo, like, you know, here it is, this, that, and the third. And then, you know, my recruiter ends up calling me back and I'm like, oh, he's probably calling back about the email address. So I answer the phone and that's what he was calling for. He was calling about the email address. So I'm like, yeah, all right, no doubt, man, I'm gonna send it to you as soon as we got off the phone. And then, you know, again, I'm trying to wrap up the call and he's like, nah, hold on real quick, I got some more good news for you, man. And I'm like, some more good news? I was like, man, okay, what is it? He was like, yeah, you remember that raise that I got you earlier, that increase? Well, I got you another increase for another $4. I was like, yo, what? What? Are you serious, man? Like, I literally at that point I lose it, and I'm eating food and stuff. I have to get up, leave the restaurant. I'm like, yo, I can't. I can't fathom it right now, man. I just can't. Like, why am I making this much money right now? And why are they increasing my pay when I don't know? The only thing I do know is that I gotta give the biggest shout out to God, man, because I ain't have nothing to do with this, man. Nothing. Like, there's no reason I should be making this much money, man. So I can't take none of the credit. I gotta give him the credit, you know what I'm saying? So, furthermore, what does that have to do with the channel, right? So hopefully nothing. Hopefully it's just nothing but positive, you know. Maybe I can get some better editing software and stuff like that. Maybe I get a better microphone. Who knows? Hopefully it's just all good. I'm not planning on slowing down content creation. Game Plan Bars should be coming out every Friday like it normally has. I want to do Game Elite Speaks on like Tuesdays and Thursdays. So that's the plan. The plan is to keep everything on schedule like it has been. I'm about 3 weeks ahead in content right now, so I'm gonna try to stay that much ahead just so that I can make sure I keep you guys with a constant flow of content coming out on a consistent basis, so I'm not leaving y'all hanging or nothing like that, man. So that's the plan. You know, that's the way the movement's gonna be moving right now. That's it. That's all I gotta talk to y'all. That's all I gotta share with y'all right now. So, you know, hit me up in the comments, like, comment, subscribe, check out Game Plan Bars, you know, all the rest, all that stuff that I usually tell y'all, man. Check it out. Hit me up. Talk about whatever I want to talk about. Other than that, man, say y'all stay woke.